Welcome to Holy Golden Doodle's channel. Meet our associates, their ranking in our pack, their status as our house dogs, and most importantly, our family members. Follow us as our 8-week-old puppies grow up to hopefully become healthy moms of healthy puppies for qualified owners. Health testing, milestones, things they learn, cuteness they share, all included here. Please consider clicking like, share, or subscribe to our channel. Feel free to comment. It's in fact encouraged. But all rude, unnecessary, and non-productive comments will be and have been blocked and banned per pre-screening software. No questions asked. Hence the disclaimer and the announcement here. Please be kind, be respectful, and come right in and enjoy our Golden Doodle puppies who are growing and growing and growing and being health tested to become healthy moms or become healthy pets. I am not a veterinarian nor an expert. These videos are for entertainment purposes only.
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited. I did get the DNA test results back from Embark on Paris and Bougie. Now, as you know, I had already had these tests done through ORIVET, and they mostly came back the same except for the GANA, Golden Doodles Association of North America, which is the one I'm striving to be a member of. They require you to use Embark, even though ORIVET's on their list. So these dogs have been double breed tested, double DNA tested, okay? And I already said before on the ORIVET, they did not ever get Paris's DNA health testing stuff. It was incomplete because she fought me to swab her mouth. So that is still pending. They redid that and it's still pending. And I had gotten Bougie's, and the only thing that showed up on all those tests on Bougie was the ick gene, ichthyosis gene. Not the sickness, just the gene. And so they had one extra dog that was just like 2 or 3% that was a Russian something that did look a lot like Bougie, but it was just a very small percentage. So that being said, Paris was supposed to have had Parsons Russell Terrier, and that's a very small dog. That was on ORIVET. And I don't doubt that showed up on something else. But anyway, Embark is super, super fine-tuned, I'm seeing. And so I've got their results up, and I'm so excited because, I don't know where to start. There's so much information. Bear with me, you guys. Don't get tired of listening to me. I'm excited about my dog. This is one thing. Anyway, this is Paris. She had 2 breeds detected. Now, you know that a Golden Doodle is made up of a Golden Retriever Poodle or something like that. Golden Doodle breed, or a Golden Retriever Poodle, something like that to make a Golden Doodle. And so Paris turned out to be 61.2% Poodle and 38.8% Golden Retriever. That's supposed to be her parents. And then she had one variant. She is a litter mate to Bougie, and she had an ichthyosis, but she had only one variant, which is, it's fine. That one variant, that means one parent had it. I don't know how that is when they both are litter mates. But anyway, I think it's such a small amount that showed up that Bougie had 2 copies and Paris had 1 copy, and it just had to decide what to call it. But I'm going to find out from my vet. But anyway, Paris had ichthyosis 1, which is not anything. It's like dog dander, but it can be very light, non-existent, all the way up to horrible. But they don't, either one of them show the signs of it, and neither one of them have any flaking skin. And all the research is telling me that if they're going to have it, they'll be born with it. Now, ORIVET said they would develop it by a year old if they were going to get it. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. It showed up. I've done research on it, and it says that probably every dog, every kind of dog has that potential in them. And the main goal for me is to breed it out of them. And so with the vets, okay, I'm going to just breed them to clear males. I'll test the dogs myself if they're not pre-tested. Breed them to clear males, and the puppies will be born without the gene. Maybe they have one copy, I don't know, but that just means they have a parent that carried it or something. But anyway, I'm going to do that, and then also the puppies will be health tested too. But that's the best thing. And then this alt activity on Paris, it said her liver enzymes were on the low normal. It doesn't affect her health whatsoever. They just want to know about it in case anything goes wrong. It's like when people have low blood pressure, the doctor likes to know. And then that way, if there's some change that's not normally there, then they'll know to watch for that change. But also it says that there's other tests that go along with that to even for sure say that's it, that this is not a diagnosis. So it's just something they like for you to know about and, have on record at the vet. Okay, so they tested for 14 variants, breed-relevant conditions, and on these 14, I'm going to name these because they're important on golden doodles. They were all no variant detected, so they're clear of everything. But they were tested for von Willebrand's disease, type 1, and VWD, progressive retinal atrophy, PRCD, not detected. That's identified in golden retrievers and standard poodles. Golden retriever progressive retinal atrophy 1, GR-PRA1, not detected. That's in golden retrievers too. Golden retriever progressive retinal atrophy 2, GR-PRA2, not detected. No variant. Neuronal ceroid lipofuscinosis 5, NCL5, variant not detected. GM2, gangliosidosis, variant not detected. Degenerative myelopathy, DM, variant not detected. Muscular dystrophy, variant not detected. Congenital myasthenic syndrome, CMS, variant not detected. Detected. Dystrophic epidermal, the English language is kicking my booty. Epidermolysis bullosa, variant not detected. Osteogenesis imperfecta, variant not detected. Osteochondrodysplasia, variant not detected. I'd say that's got something to do with hip dysplasia. Intervertebral disc disease type 1, variant not detected. Okay, all of that, no variant, no detection, clear. Okay, so then they tested for 204, and I'm not going to read all those, additional genetic conditions. On all 204, there was no variant detected. You see exactly how they put that. Variant not detected. And it's kind of like hemophilia, that's free bleeding, von Willebrand's disease, all these different types, lots and lots of different things. They tested for all of that, and they were clear. Okay, so then we got to go to the part that I love the best. There's a lot of stuff they tested for, and it's just easier to say that there wasn't anything they found. All clear. Their inbreeding diversity was awesome. It was only 4% of a chance of them being inbred. That means that the coefficient of inbreeding, genetic result was 4%. Our genetic COI measures the proportion of your dog's genome, her genes, where the genes on the mother's side are identical by descent to those on the father's side. So they're not, the higher your dog's coefficient of breeding, the percentage, the more your dog is inbred. And ours was like this big on this big of a scale. I'll try to show it to you, actually, if you want to see that. See there? Isn't she awesome? Now, I'm just going to say every bit of this stuff was on Bougie also. So, inbreeding by chromosomes. All those little chromosomes showed up. And that's just, nothing, apparently. And then let me go back. I'm trying to find the furnishing stuff. Let's see. Wellness plans, nutrition. They are really not real super tight on this one part as far as it goes with, just a minute. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, with how much that they should weigh. They've got Paris and Bougie both predicted to weigh at full growth at 65 pounds. They passed that up. So they did say it's kind of hard to narrow that down, and they like for people to put their dog's actual weight in their profile as they grow, and it kind of helps them to know what to do with that. So then we need the traits. This is the part I loved. Okay, this is on Paris. She can have dark fur, no duh, she's black and got white legs and white belly. A dark brown pigment, red pigment intensity, brown, this is all potentially what she could have, brown or black or whatever. I wanted to say facial fur. She could have black masking in her DNA, but she doesn't have that right now. She's just all black and just a little silver. White spotting, likely to have little to no white in the coat. No merle. I did not know that merles can not be good if you breed a merle to a merle because they can be born deaf or even dead, the puppy. So you got to be careful about that too. And she was very unlikely to be hairless. And Bougie, this is all the same thing that came up on Boo. And then a muzzle length, likely medium to long muzzle, which is awesome for a golden doodle. Tail length, normal length tail, hind dew claws. She would not have hind dew claws. Her eye color, she's less likely to have blue eyes, and she does not. She has brown eyes. I'm trying to find her furnishings. Yeah, here we go. She's likely to have a long coat. And again, this is all Bougie too. Long hair coat, low to non-shedding. And that is a TT result, means the dog is likely to have a long silky coat, as seen in the Yorkshire Terrier or the long-haired Whippet. I don't know what that is, but I know both of these dogs have got beautiful hair. All three of them actually do, but Roxy's not going to be bred. Okay, the MC5R gene affects how much a dog sheds. Dogs with furnishings or wire-haired coat tend to be low shedders, regardless of their result for this gene. And it goes on and says a CC or a CT result would indicate heavy seasonal shedding, and we don't have that. So coat texture, dogs, she got, let me see, gene KRT71. Dogs, that's about the CC coat, and she doesn't have that. She's got likely a wavy coat. And she's very unlikely to be hairless. And likely not albino. And she had the good genes, the F1. This gene is responsible for furnishings, which is another name for mustache, beard, and eyebrows that are characteristic of breeds like Schnauzer, Scottish Terrier, or wire-haired Dachshunds. A dog with an FF or F1 result is likely to have furnishings. A dog with II or LL result will not have furnishings. And furnishings is all that awesome hair like Doodles have on their face, like they got the little eyebrows and they got the beard and all of that. And Bougie and her both are identical on all this stuff, and I won't read it all to you, so you'll know that it went for both of them. The shedding and curl, it said other coat traits. Furnishing, shedding, and curls are all genetic. Several genes are at work here, and they all interact. In fact, the combination of these genes explains the coat traits of 90% of AKC registered dog breeds. And they have the TT on the coat length, means the dog's likely to have a long silky coat. I think I said that. The MC5R gene was the shedding gene. They're low shedders regardless of the result for this gene. Coat texture was wavy or curly coat like the coat of poodles or Bichon Frises. And so I just think that's great. I mean, I couldn't ask for better. They're beautiful, and I already know they've got all these things, but you just want to know what the puppies will inherit from the parents. And so, body pattern, no black mask. Let's see. Likely long coat, likely light shedding, likely wavy coat, very unlikely to be hairless. Likely not albino, muzzle length, medium to long, normal length tail, hind dew claws, unlikely to have hind dew claws, and less likely to have blue eyes, and Paris and Bougie's got brown eyes. Body size was 65 pounds. Her appetite DNA was normal, food motivation, not eating like a hog. Altitude adaptation. I'm not sure what that meant. I just saw that. Oh, this gene causes dogs to be especially tolerant of low oxygen environments, such as those found at high elevations. So they can be in low oxygen situations like in the mountains, and they tolerate it well. Okay, I'm going to try to continue this. I keep having these coughing spells here. I have to quit. So I was addressing the ichthyosis, one copy of the variant in Paris. And it says on the result, this result does not impact your dog's health. It could have consequences for siblings or other family members, and you should let them know if you are in contact with them. I don't know what that means, because ichthyosis is not catching, and they don't even have it. They just carry a gene for it, so I don't know what that means, but I'll ask the vet. Anyway, this result is also important if you decide to breed this dog, which we are. To produce the healthiest puppies, we recommend genetic testing any potential mates for this condition. So, as I've said all along, we have to have a clear male to breed these with, and that breeds the disease gene out of the moms. And I don't know if 100% of the puppies are born clear, but I do know 100% of the puppies won't be affected. I know that. But neither one of my dogs have showed signs of it, and they're usually born with dry skin if they have it, or they're born with, or they show like dander flakes, and they don't have that. They don't have that. So I believe we're good. And anyway, all of this stuff is the very same for Bougie. Bougie is a white and cream doodle, which you've seen lots of videos of her, but I'll share some pictures of her to let you see. And there's, I think, 3 generations on here of their lineage. And they have poodle, golden doodle, or golden retriever mixes for their parents, their grandparents, and their great-grandparents. So I feel like, unless the vet tells me different, we'll get to go ahead and register with GANA. But I do have to wait till they're 1 year old to get their OFA testing. I always get that wrong. The arthritis x-rays for their hips and their front legs. You got to make sure they don't have hip dysplasia tendencies, but I believe part of that DNA test checked for that, and it was clear, no variant. So that's the only thing left for me to worry about addressing. And then all I got to do is wait till they're 2 years old, start preparing a room for puppy room, because that time goes by quick. And then I need to also build a website and decide what questionnaires we're going to use. And we have to get that all in place. But the time's flying by. I mean, they're getting close to 1 year old already. It's not been that long ago since a broke my leg when they jumped on the back of my legs the day they came home. But I'm super happy about these tests, these Embark tests. And I've shared, you know, there's a lot of stuff on here. If you want to know something else about them, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll answer it. I just don't have, there is like so many links to click on. I keep getting messages. There's so many links to click on and there's so much to share that it would just get too boring. And already I've got 2 videos to link together because of my little coughing spell I had. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. But in a nutshell, the dogs are very low shedders. I've showed you in a previous video how much I combed out of their hair. When they shed like poodles. You got to brush their hair and get the hair out of their hair, or it mats. That's why they have to be brushed often and groomed often, because they don't really shed that much. If it doesn't fall out of their hair, out of their body. Let's see, what else was it I wanted to say? I don't know. I've just been so nervous over this DNA testing because I already had to commit and meant what I said. If they had a lot of things wrong with them, I'd just have them spayed and that would be the end of it. But I don't know. From what I've read online, they've got some of the best looking DNA testing that I've seen. There's people that, have adopted dogs from shelters or bought dogs and had different things. And there's a lot of stuff in their background, a lot of things wrong. And they could develop something, but that I can only do the best that I can do. And that's just do all I know to discover anything that might be wrong. And then at the end of that, all I can do is offer a 2-year health guarantee against the things that are covered, which is severe health things. So I feel like I'm doing all I can, doing my part. If their arthritis testing pans out, we're going to get puppies. If the vet says it's okay, and I believe he will. So I guess that's it for now. I hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoyed some part of this video, were able to use part of this video. Again, I'll try to link some pictures, or just add some pictures into the video of Bougie and Paris and Roxanne, because they're our sweet babies and we like to let people look at them and y'all can see how pretty they are. So that's it. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you got questions. Be nice, be courteous, or you go into bye-bye land and be blocked, because we don't like trolls. Have a good day. The end.